My dear friends, my dear friends,
My dear friends,
my dear friends,
John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
I am KR Gopinath. You can call me KRG. My dear friends, in this fast moving digital world where notifications never stop, where attention is scattered, where time has become a scarce commodity, then clarity has become rare. Such a world, one book that influenced me deeply, that book is The Secret, written by Rhonda Byrne. This is not just a book, it is a documented guide for me. A document guide for my thinking. If I say so, a roadmap for emotional discipline. A guide for shaping my life consciously. As usual, when I read it, I did not just read casually. I noted down the most important lessons and noted down. I reflected deeply and applied them in my journey of life. Do you want to hear that? Very, very useful and exciting thing for you. If you want to know more about, please subscribe my YouTube channel KRG Vision and share it with your friends. One of the core ideas in this book, The Secret, is very simple. Your thoughts shape your reality. At first, this may sound philosophical, don't you think so? But think deeply. If you constantly think, I cannot, it's very difficult, I am unlucky, and then your actions become weak, your body language changes, your energy reduces. But if you repeatedly think, I will find a solution, this change will strengthen me, I am capable, your mind begins to search for opportunities. Your confidence increases. Your decisions improve. I have personally experienced this during challenging projects. The external situation may not change immediately, but when your thinking changes, your response also changes, and that changes results. Another powerful lesson from this book is gratitude. In busy professional life, we often focus on what we don't have, what is not working, what went wrong. But when you pause and appreciate your health, your team, your experience, your lessons from failure, something powerful happens. Gratitude reduces stress and gratitude increases clarity. Gratitude attracts cooperation. During difficult phases of my life, especially after my business setbacks, gratitude helped me remain stable. Instead of thinking, why did this happen to me? I shifted to, what is this teaching me? That mental shift protected my energy in a different way. Another principle I applied is visualization. Before starting major rainwater harvesting projects, I used to imagine water filling the pond, structures standing strong, villagers benefiting. When you see success clearly in your mind, your brain starts aligning your actions towards it. Visualization is not daydreaming, it's a mental preparation. Let me tell you some example. Athletes use it, leaders also use it. Businessmen use it. Therefore, first you build in the mind, then you build in reality. Today, our biggest challenge is not lack of information, it is overload of information. We scroll endlessly, we compare constantly, we react instantly. In such a world, emotional discipline becomes critical. The secret book reminded me of something very, very important. Guard your thoughts, because in the digital world, negativity spreads very fast. If you constantly consume fear, anger, and comparison, your internal environment becomes disturbed. I trained myself to limit negative input. Choose positive content. Spend quiet time daily. Your mind is like a fertile soil. Whatever you plant repeatedly, it grows. Let me make something very, very clear. Positive thinking alone is not enough. Thought without action is only imagination. Thought with action is transformation. When I visualized successful water conservation models, I did not stop there. I studied the condition of the soil. I analyzed data. I met experts. I corrected mistakes. The book gave mental clarity. But daily action created real results. So the formula is positive thinking, gratitude, visualization, consistent action. All this lead to measurable results, that to successful results. One of the greatest lessons I learned is you cannot control everything outside, but you can definitely control what you think about repeatedly. You cannot control the economy, you cannot control weather, you cannot control other people's opinions, but you can control your reaction, and that is the power. This book, The Secret, helped me to understand inner mastery creates outer progress. Inner mastery creates outer progress. Let me share a few practical habits I developed. Writing goals clearly, visualizing outcomes before execution, practicing gratitude daily, replacing negative self-talk immediately, taking structured action every day. These small disciplines strengthened my confidence to considerable extent. Very, very difficult projects did not disappear, but they became manageable. To be very frank, even enjoyable. Difficult project became manageable and enjoyable. Therefore, my dear friends, in this fast digital era, speed is increasing, but wisdom must also increase. This book reminded me that success is not only external achievement, it is the internal alignment. If your thoughts are scattered, results will be scattered. But if your thoughts are focused, results become focused. Therefore, train your thinking and protect your mind. Act with clarity. And more than that, most importantly, combine positive thinking with the disciplined action. Combine positive thinking with disciplined action. If this message added value to you, please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel KRG Vision.